Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do this gorgeous Tudor Rose wall hanging or quilt, depending on the size that you make, from Stitch Delight, and it's absolutely gorgeous and easier than it looks. So I'm going to use my 9.5 by 9.5 hoop to make these blocks, and I'm hooping with some cutaway. I think maybe mesh cutaway would look better, but I kind of ran out of it, so I do what I can. And spray down, use a little bit of spray, not over your hoop like I did, but spray down the batting. Now I have quite thick batting and it turned out gorgeous. And the material that I'm using on it is called Scuba or something else. It's kind of a strange material. It's really stretchy, really stretchy. So you have to be careful how you put this in the hoop. And it's going to go right over top. I used a little bit more spray. Again, don't spray it near your hoops. It makes a mess. And very carefully put it down and smooth it out. And you have to make sure there's enough spray to hold it down just for the basting stitches. And this makes all of the difference. I've had a few of them that have little pulls in them. So be really careful how you put it down, and you want it to stay flat and it'll look great. So yeah, I press it down. Let's bring it to the machine. Now the first thing that stitches out is a basting stitch, and that's going to hold everything down nicely. And then it is one color and it's an easy stitch. I think this block took 23 minutes or so, which isn't too bad at all. And it's just a joy to watch. So I'm doing this on McDreamy, and it's kind of like a stitch and go project. You can just let it go and do all your blocks. Now you get, when you purchase it, you get all different sizes of blocks from small to really large. So depending on what you're making, you can put it all together. And what I used here is a little bit darker thread. It's a few shades darker, and I think it looks fantastic. If you have, say, white knit fabric, you could use pink and it would look really good, or red or green or blue or something like that. I didn't think it would look so good with the tan. We had a little bit of a hard time finding the fabric, and in Canada it's really expensive. But look at it stitched, so beautiful. And by using really thick batting, not super thick, but thicker than I normally use, you can see the loft that it gets with the stitching. And that's the beauty of this kind of stretchy fabric, is that it looks fantastic when you're done. Now I went ahead, you stitch there's 4 different pieces, and you stitch 4 of each to finish the design, and then you put it all together, and it goes together really nicely. I struggled a little bit with the fabric, but that's because I'm not the greatest at sewing. I'm still working on it and still learning, although McDreamy makes it a whole lot easier. Look at this stitching. Isn't it gorgeous to watch? The first block of each kind, I just sat and watched it because it's so pretty. And the lines, and you can see right there on that L-shaped, you can see the loft of it, how puffy it is, and it makes it look even better. So the design is really intricate and it's really pretty. I am really happy with this, and I'm glad I chose the brown thread for this, because I think it just makes it look fantastic. So continuing on, I love the design. I love the, motif stitches. I love everything about it. The circles around the edge look fantastic when you put it all together. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. This stitched smoothly. I didn't have any problems. The only hard part I had was making sure the super stretchy scuba fabric stayed flat for the basting stitch. So once you accomplish that, then the rest of it, it's just, again, stitches by itself. Now I'm doing the 9.5 by 9.5 hoop, And I think this one only took 23 minutes to complete. So although it looks very intricate and very complicated, it's an easy stitch, and I would consider this one almost a walk-away stitch. I would feel comfortable once the basting stitch is down. I would feel comfortable walking away, and the only thing I had to do was bobbin changes. I didn't have any thread breaks, I didn't have any needle breaks, I didn't have any problems at all. So it's kind of a walk away one, but isn't it beautiful? It's almost done here, and you can see by the angle, you can see how puffy everything is. I'm sure this is awesome. So I'm really happy with the way this worked out. I would like to get my hands on some different colors of this stretchy scuba knit, double knit, I guess is another word, fabric, and try this with, you know, some different colors. I would think black maybe with silver on it would look really cool. But anyways, this is the Tudor Rose, and it's amazing, and I really had a lot of fun. So once this is stitched, I'm going to show you guys how to square up the designs and what a few of them look like put together. All right, so I've done the middle squares and I put them together to show you guys how stunning this is looking. Isn't that amazing? The stitching is incredible. Now this is only the middle part of it. We got a long way to go. I'm almost done stitching everything, but I want to just show you guys how to square up a square. Now if you look at this one, this is a great example. I didn't pay much attention and I didn't place it in my beautifully cut square properly. And that's okay because we can square it up. I wanted to show you the ruler is an AccuQuilt ruler and I love it. It is so handy, 12 by 12. And this is from Fiskars. And if you look, it's really neat because you can twist it around. Okay, so let's line it up. So with the second line here on the basting stitch, and you can see how crooked it is. It's quite a bit crooked. And nice and square there. Hold it down and cut. And that is going to make it squared up. Now, this scuba stuff is kind of funny to use, so I'm not really that good at cutting it. So instead of doing this, all you have to do is leave it where it was and do this. So lift off the ruler, turn it, and line it up on the second line and the bottom line. There we go. That one we didn't need to cut too much off. I'll go back and cut that after. Spin it around one last time, so 2 and 2. Remember, don't pay any attention to this part. You're watching the lines that have stitched. Yeah, I seem to have a little trouble with it. I'm not pushing it down hard enough. And also, it's very stretchy stuff, so I have to get used to working with it. But now, look, nice straight square with a bite out of it. I just did that. And everything's all even. So this is going to make it so much easier to put everything together. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish my sewing. So here's some pictures from Stitch Delight of her finished project, and it's stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will head over to Stitch Delight and check this out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!